to make them the same. Can we factor this denominator? Anything in common? No. Can we factor this one?
No.
No. In essence, it's like they're their own factors. It's like, okay, that's it. I couldn't do anything with it. What is this denominator missing that you see over here? What is it?
X plus
An
3.
x plus 3. So the factor x plus 3 has to be put right here. What is this denominator missing?
X plus 2.
And x plus 2. Now, because I multiply the bottom by x plus 3, what do I need to multiply the top?
X plus 3.
So I'm going to write here x plus 3. I only have a single factor here, a single term, a single term. I don't need parentheses. But if you write parentheses, no problem. You don't need those parentheses, but it's not wrong to do it. Do I need parentheses here?
Yes.
Yes, I have two terms, and I have to multiply times.
X plus
So
2.
in other words, if you do this, this would be incorrect. That's wrong. What's missing?
Parentheses.
The parentheses to tell me it's not just the one that's being multiplied by x plus 2, it's the whole thing. So we need to do this. Now we have the same denominator. Now over here, you notice that we didn't multiply this out. We could have, in the end we did. Here it's very important, don't multiply this out. Because in the end you may want to factor it again, and what's the point of multiplying if then you're going to factor? It's already factored, leave it like that. Leave the denominators in factored form. I'll just rewrite them in the same order so they look identical. And I know I have the same denominators. So once you have the same factors, don't multiply the denominators. Now you'll see in a moment why. Do not multiply. Leave it in factor form. Now the numerators, in order for you to combine like terms, you have to simplify the numerators. You must multiply here. So I have to multiply here, and I get x
2x.
times x times 3
Plus 3x.
3x. All right, that one's done. Here I have to FOIL or distribute. Just make sure you do this carefully here. So this is going to be x times x squared, and I have this 2 times x plus 2x. You can do the box on the side if you would like. Negative 1 times x, negative 1x, and negative 1 times positive 2. All right, no more parentheses. Got a little complicated, but I bet you can combine like terms right now if you like. So what's the denominator in the answer going to be?
X plus 2.
X plus 2 times x plus 3. We know that already. The numerator you're going to combine like terms. So I'd like you to do that on your own. Don't call the answer out loud. X squared plus x squared.
X to the fourth.
Is that x to the fourth? Be careful.
2x.
2x squared. We're adding like terms. You're not multiplying them. Just combine. So if you have 1x squared and I give you another one, now you have 2x squared. I have a 3x and a 2x. That's 5x minus x.
Or 1x. I mean, just the x.
It'll be 4x, right? So 3x plus 2x is 5, minus 1 is 4. Or you can do this 2 first. You get an x, and then 3 plus x. In the end, you end up with 4x right here, right? And then we
Minus
have
2.
a minus 2. You see it? Minus 2. All right, so the only thing before you can celebrate the fact that you tackled this very challenging problem, you have to check if you can factor the numerator. So we're gonna do it here. In fact, I do this on the side. I notice I have a common factor of 2 I can pull out. 2 times
X squared
plus
2x
4x minus, oops, I'm sorry, 2x minus
1.
minus 1. All right. And then I need to see if I can factor this. I would need 2 numbers that multiply together give me negative 1, and added together give me positive 2. And I won't find them. You won't find them. There's no. The only numbers that multiply together give you negative 1 are 1 and negative 1, and they don't add up to 2. So this is not factorable anymore. So the only thing I would be able to do is to write this. Would I be able to cancel anything here with the factors down here?
No.
So once I check that this doesn't cancel, I can just box in my answer, leave it in this one. The first thing you notice, the denominators are not the same. So what you should try to do is factor them. Can we factor this denominator? Maybe, maybe not. We're going to see if we can factor it. It turns out this one you can. You will be able to factor this one. I'm going to leave the numerator alone, 2x minus 1. And I'm going to wait for you to factor this. And then I'm going to leave this denominator. I'll tell you what, you guys factor the first one, I'll factor the second.
Oh, what?
All right, I'm
X
done.
plus 2.
I'm finished. I'm waiting for you to do your part.
2x.
All right, who's got the factoring here? X plus 2 times x plus 3. All right, now this will happen sometimes. You may have a situation in which this denominator, look at them, they're different. Is this one here missing anything that you see over here?
Yeah.
This one? What's this one missing?
X plus
Oh,
3.
no, never mind. The other
Right
one's
there.
missing.
The x
The
plus
only thing over here is an x plus 2, and I see it right here. This one's not missing anything. I don't have to do anything to this denominator. What's this one missing?
x plus 3.
The x plus 2, right? The only thing we're missing here is x plus 3. And if I multiply the bottom of the fraction by x plus 3, then I have to do something to the top of the fraction. Multiply by x plus 3. Do I need to multiply the top of this fraction by anything?
No.
We didn't change the denominator, the numerator is not going to change. So here's what we have. 2x minus 1, and then I have x plus 2 times x plus 3 minus x plus 2 times x plus 3. And what's on the top over here? I just need to distribute here.
2x plus 6.
2x plus 6. All right, now we're back to common denominators. I'd like you to finish this problem. See what you get. What's the next step?
Change the sign.
Change the sign. This is a subtraction, so I'm going to make it into an addition. And every term in the numerator is going to change signs. This becomes negative 2x, and this one? Negative 6. All right, let me keep. What's going to be, Jackie, what's the denominator in the fraction?
X plus 2.
X plus 2?
3.
X plus 3, all right. The numerator here, let's combine like terms. What's 2x plus negative 2x?
0.
They cancel. We don't have to write 0x. We just cancel them.
7.
What's negative 1 and negative 6?
Negative 7.
Can I factor that?
No.
Let me finish. Negative 7 over x plus 2 times x plus 3. We have one more example, and then you get to go home. X minus 2, x minus 1. All right. So different denominators. What is the first fraction missing? What's missing here?
X minus 2.
There's no x minus 2 on this one, so I gotta multiply by x minus 2. What's this one missing?
X plus 3.
Plus 3. Now they're identical. And if they're identical, all I gotta make sure is my numerators now are adjusted accordingly. So since I multiply by x minus 2 here, we multiply by x minus 2 right here. And since we multiply by x plus 3, the second denominator,
X plus 3.
oh, all right. Now remember, the denominators you don't multiply. You want to leave it in factor form, especially in a monster like this one. You don't want to FOIL 3 or not FOIL, distribute here. So I'm going to leave this alone. X plus 3, x minus 1, x minus 2, minus x plus 3, x minus 1, x minus 2. Okay. When you multiply the top here, when you FOIL here or use the box or distributive property, you're gonna get x squared minus 4. Oh, you already cancel? You already simplified?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna write the steps. So x times x, and then x times negative 2 is negative 2x. Positive 2 times x is positive 2x. And 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. You were correct? And over here I get x squared plus 3x. And I multiply that. Minus 3x minus 9. So some of you notice that these cancel out, right? Negative 2x and positive 2x, they cancel each other out. And that the 3x and the negative 3x cancel each other out. We're almost done. That's exactly right. So I'm just going to see what I have left, although you can do it right here. I just don't want to confuse anybody. And so you're thinking too late for that. You're already confused. So let's see what's left over in the first fraction. I have x squared on the top. What else? Minus 4. That's what Monique had given me, and she was correct. And then x plus 3, x minus 1, x minus 2, minus. What's left on the second numerator? X squared minus 9, x plus 3, x minus 1, x minus 2. That's my next step, Dora. I'm going to change the signs just now. I just wanted to copy what was left.
X minus 2 at the end.
Oops. Thank you. This has to be a 2, right? Thanks. All right. So now, because this is a subtraction, what are we going to do?
Change it to addition.
This becomes a
Negative.
negative x squared, and this.
Positive 9.
All right, let's combine the numerators now. My denominator, I already know what it's going to be. X plus 3, x minus 1, x minus 2. In the numerator, I combine my like terms. X squared minus x squared.
Cancels
Zero.
out.
They will cancel out. Negative 4 plus 9.
5.
We cannot simplify the 5 or factor the 5 out. There we go.